Do it for you. Baby, the floor is yours. Yeah, baby, I mean the floor is yours. If it come down to the floor is yours, let me show you how I prove the floor is yours. The floor is yours. The floor is yours. The floor is yours.
Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up?
What's up,
Welcome
Dubb?
to What's up, Flex?
Children.
All right. Welcome to the Floor is Yours podcast. We had a good weekend. What's up, Flex? What's going on, man?
You know me, flexing. Man, hey, recovering from this long weekend, man. It was a good weekend. We had Super Bowl, we had basketball.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on in the sports
Yeah,
world.
there was a lot going on, man. There was a lot
part
going
of it,
on.
man. How you doing, man?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm good. You know, watched the games and stuff, checked out everything this weekend. It was pretty good.
Yeah. So we don't got our regular with us. The old T Hart ain't here with us, but
Oh yeah. He'll be
in.
with us on the next show or whatever.
Sure. Yeah. So man, go ahead and welcome the audience, if you will, since you know.
Okay, audience, welcome to the floor is yours. I'm T Dubb. That's Flex, the producer. You know, we talking sports. That's what we do. We talk sports.
Yeah, and we got some good topics right here. Somebody said Chiefs got rigged. They should have repeated. Yeah, but you know, we're gonna talk about the Super Bowl. There's a lot going on there. We got that controversial call that started off, you know, and I remember seeing that call and people was already complaining, saying, here go the refs cheating for the Chiefs. But it took a lot of cheating from the refs to pull this game out for the Chiefs. But we're gonna talk about it. We got to talk about also the Mavs. There's a lot going on up here in Dallas sports, and for once, it's not the Cowboys. It's the Dallas Mavericks, man. There's a lot going on here in Dallas. We're gonna talk about that. We're also gonna talk about a couple other trades, the Jimmy Butler trade. Luka, a man from Dallas, started his career here, but he's a Laker now. He's starting tonight, so I know the audience. I hope y'all are ready for that. But and also we're gonna say, you know, talk about a little bit more about the NBA. So just be ready. We got the audience already chiming in, and you know the name of this is The Floor Is Yours. So we're gonna make sure we give y'all plenty of time to address your comments and your questions. So keep them coming. We already got them coming through. Keep them coming. We're gonna get to many of them as we can. So. Yeah. So where you want to start? You want to start with the Super Bowl?
Yeah, we might as well start with the Super Bowl since it's fresh.
So what you think, man? What was your who were you cheering for? What team did you want to win?
Hey man, I was rolling with the champs. I was rolling with the Chiefs. I thought they was gonna do it. You know, I thought that if they was gonna get beat, I thought last year was gonna be that year. But you know, and I also said if anybody gonna beat the Chiefs, I mean, you got to beat the Chiefs. I mean, you got to beat them, and that's what Philly did. I mean,
what happened?
They laid it down. They beat them.
Yeah. So I'll be honest, it wasn't a surprise for me. I always felt that Philly was the better team. You know, just look through the season, and there was a lot of close games that some people could say that the Chiefs maybe should not have won. You know, at the end of the day, you know, who won is what matters. But I just felt like Philly was the more dominant team, and I think the difference maker this time was Saquon. You know, I don't know what his final stats was, but Saquon, I think he was the catalyst for this team. You know, Brown is who he's been, Hurts is who he's been, but their running game, like tremendously was upgraded with Barkley, and there was a argument to be made that he should have been the MVP. But I just felt that the addition of Saquon to the team was going to make the difference, and I expected a tough game for the Chiefs. I didn't expect them to get beat like that, but I did expect them to lose.
Well, anytime you got a team like that, you got to have a running game, and I mean that was money well paid. Hey, if anybody in the chat know how many yards Saquon had, put it over in the chat. Since we got the chat here, they'll be our other co-hosts. So let us know
Yeah,
how many yards Saquon had. But he when you run, you open up the pass. So I
yeah,
mean that's what it did. And I mean, I don't have no gripes with who got the MVP. I think Jalen played good. He accounted for 3 touchdowns. He ran the little, what do they call it, the tush push or whatever it's called. He ran that in and then he threw 2 touchdowns. So I mean, his stats was there. He solidified himself. A Super Bowl champion. He was real humble about it. They took care of business. I mean, the Chiefs just didn't even look like the Chiefs that I was used to seeing.
yeah. Yeah, the thing is, man, when you got a team that's been as dominant as they've been over the years, it's hard to keep a team like that together. You're gonna play,
hmm
play your superstars, but the catalyst always is those people that are in the trenches that are
Yeah.
doing the dirty work, and they get offered contracts, through free agency, and just people figure the teams out, and they're just not the same team that they were 3 or 4 years ago. Don't take away from what they've accomplished. Just getting back to the Super Bowl is a lot, but man, hats off to the Chiefs for getting there again, and you know, nothing to be shamed about.
Okay. See the chat be looking out for us, man. He had what, 25 attempts or 50 something. Thank you, chat. Uh, you know, um, that you talked about the trenches. Philly's front four on defense. I mean, them boys, got after it, man. They got after it. They were sacking Mahomes, causing turnovers. I mean, all the backside, the D backs had to do was just, hey, get
Yeah,
back there, defend. We gonna handle all that. They didn't send no blitz packages or nothing. That front four was just whooping.
man, you would think
That
that they
front,
was blitzing, right? But you're
you
right.
thought, I bet you Mahomes thought they was blitzing. They was coming from everywhere.
Hey,
I
tomato,
mean,
tomato when you get into them like that. But hey, so looking at these stats from Saquon, he said he had appreciate that, Mr. Lopez. He said he had 25 attempts for 57 yards. So it's not overwhelming for us the yards, but that number of attempts did show their commitment to the run. And we know
mm-hmm,
at any minute that Saquon can bust one. So what does that
mm-hmm,
do? It makes you hold true to what could possibly be. And you see it. The passing yards. I mean, they had a couple of big plays, and one in particular, when it started off, the
the
conspiracy
pass
people.
interference, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
the conspiracy people started. So how about we show this video, and I want to get your take on this call. You let me know if you think it was the right call, and even if it was, if it should have been called during the Super Bowl. So, audience, we want y'all's take on this too. So let me gear up this video, and we'll play it, and we'll see what's up. Yeah. So that wasn't the best angle right there, but this one right
Mm-hmm.
here shows a better angle. Look at it. You see the arm
Right there.
extended right there by Brown, and he fall down. So you know,
I mean, he pushed him in the face. Look at that right there, and you can't
yeah.
do that. You can't do that, Gerard. You know that.
Look at that angle right there. I mean, if you're that referee, don't you have to call that?
Yeah, you gotta call it, man. You gotta
Yeah,
call it.
yeah. So yeah. But yeah, that's me. I know people say it's the Super Bowl, and you got to let it wasn't a hard push, but I do think it changed his position and altered his ability to cover that pass.
Right.
So I think it was the right call. But and
Yeah, I do
people
too.
say,
I,
yeah,
I I
you
think
make
that was the right call. I'm not buying into they was cheating and this and that. The rest, when you beat somebody, you just mash the gas on them, and that's what they did. Philly mashed the gas. When you get them
yeah,
down, I mean, you gotta don't leave no time on the clock.
yeah,
You basically put it on them, and that's what they did. And I mean, they solidified. Listen, we gonna win, and we gonna blow y'all out. I mean, because even when Mahomes and them got down, when the Chiefs, I say Mahomes now, when the Chiefs got down 2 touchdowns, they still thought they could win. I mean, they still was like, yeah, yeah, we still gonna come back. We're gonna even after halftime. But after that first play after halftime,
Yeah,
and he
yeah.
fumbled the ball, you can start seeing.
Hey, but even though just knowing their history, that I thought the same thing. I was like, Philly need to keep pushing. They need to put more
Mm-hmm.
distance because historically, Mahomes, he did show early on his ability to extend the play, and it didn't always pan out well for him, but it was still that in most people's mind, at least in mind, that what if they keep it too close, Mahomes could potentially
Right,
make this a game.
right, yeah.
So let's get into some of these comments. We got comments coming in, and just reminding the audience, put the comments up and we'll make sure we get to them. But Mr. Lopez, is that Esmond Lopez? Is that how you say his name?
Yeah, that's Esmond Lopez.
Appreciate the comment. Esmond says Chiefs got rigged. They should have repeated. We talked a little bit about that, and that's been the talk of actually it was the other way around. Most people saying that people are cheating for the Chiefs. Mr. Lopez is saying the Chiefs got cheated this time. So it's a little unpopular opinion, but I don't know, man. I just think, when you look at the stats, the hard-nosed football, the big plays, I just think the better team won. What do you think?
Yeah, I do too. I think the better team did win. They left no doubts. Like I said, they left no doubts. I mean, they put 40 on you. When you get 40 put on you, when you get that 40 piece put on you, man, in the Super Bowl, man.
That's pretty definitive, man.
Yeah, I mean, and if you look at it, they didn't even have a first down. They had like one first down the first half. They had one. They only made it past half, the 50-yard line one time.
I think it was a total of like 104 yards total offense, man. So in that first half. So my sister, appreciate you, Vanetta, for tuning in. She says, "Hey, y'all." So
hey, what's up? What's up, Vanetta?
Hey, Mr. Esmond also said it doesn't feel real that Eagles won Cowboys next year. So okay, so now it makes a little sense too. I think that at the beginning of every football season, you see the Facebook post that's telling people like, "Hey, this our year, this our year." And while I always like to be a little hopeful for our team, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't think the Cowboys were gonna do anything this year. What was your thought on that?
Man, when we didn't make no moves, I knew. I was like, man,
they made a move. They brought in Zeke. Zeke and Elliott.
When we didn't make no moves and we still had it out there, we still had to pay people. We still had to pay Dak. We still had to pay CD. I mean, it was just too many off the field things going on. CD wasn't at training camp. I mean, it was just too much going on, and people was hurt. I mean, I just couldn't buy into it. I mean, I couldn't.
That's a good point. That's a good point. This is our brother Benny, man. You and Benny got a long history of friendship.
Benny. What's up, Benny? What's going on, man?
You got the face out there like he's surprised to see you on here. He don't know you made for TV, man.
He see me. Benny know me. Y'all know where y'all can find me at.
Yeah. So here's Kiki making a comment on that. You want to take this comment? Read it, and then we'll respond.
What it say? Right call, wrong time. It's a Super Bowl. Let's play. In my coach Boone's voice. Remember the Titans. What did he say? I ain't seen that movie. That's a good movie though.
Yeah, it was. But I don't know. Kiki's saying right call, but wrong time. So with that being said, in that logic, I mean, where do you draw the line where you say, you know what, I'm not going to make the call, even though it's obvious that they did it? Do we just forget about it or overlook it because it's the Super Bowl? What you think?
Man, I don't. When it's close like that, like I said, when it's close like that, you really can't leave it in the hands of the refs, especially not on no venue that big. And I think they did a good job as far as the calls that they did make.
Yeah,
but I really enjoyed the halftime show. Let's talk about that.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get on that, but we got a couple more. This the other homie from the Army, Tamir.
Oh yeah, what's up, Morgan?
Tamir said they should have called that. I agree. We got some people that saying it's the Super Bowl, but yeah, I think it would have been a tragedy if they hadn't called that. Then man,
you can't be putting your hand all in. He know that you can't be putting your hand all in his face.
Ain't that what Derrick Henry do to people?
Yeah.
Hey, Esmond said they need a rematch. And one more haters. Kiki saying haters was saying it was tired of KC winning. Since when we started hating on winning,
Man, everybody like a winner. I like a winner. I like
Yeah.
to be a winner, man.
But some people look at the winner as a villain. You know, that's how they looked at Jordan. That's how they looked at Kobe. You know, so sometimes winning ain't what people want. They go for the underdog. So it be like that. Ron, he's from that area right there. Ron said, "What's up, fellas?" And the Eagles never blitz. I hate the Eagles.
You right. They just sent that for. I'm telling you, Mahomes thought they was blitzing because them boys was getting back there. Them four defensive linemen was all in his face.
Man, do you agree with this from Tamir? Said Cowboys would not be nowhere close to being in the Super Bowl. Sorry. Hey, Tamir, we're gonna have to bring you on the show. You're gonna have to explain your hate for the Cowboys.
Man, I don't. Who is her team? I mean, I don't even know who Morgan team is.
Oh man, so yeah, so hey, my boy Chuck said Cowboys Knicks. We hoping, man. Hey, we keep saying it's gonna have to be a changing of the guard before we see a big change in Dallas, and that it's just kind of what it is. What is 1995, 96 season since the last championship? So hey, we'll see. Yeah, but that Super Bowl. So before we move on from the Super Bowl, that halftime performance, there's been a lot of chatter on social media about it. So I'm just asking you simply, yes or no, did you like it or not like it? The Super Bowl halftime performance by Kendrick.
Okay, this is the way I think. When I go to concerts, I want to be entertained. I mean, I want to see the dancing. I want to see the costume changing. I want you to bring the props out. I want to see all that. I don't want to have to really think, okay, man, it was a subliminal message here. You know, he meant this, he meant that. I mean, I want to be entertained. I want to feel good. I want to sing along with it. And I like Kendrick Lamar. I really do. I like his music. But I want to see more to me.
Yeah. And the audience, we got y'all. Some already chiming in. Go ahead and let us know. Yes or no? Did you like the halftime show by Kendrick Lamar? And I'll just say for myself, and if you follow me on social media, I've been pretty vocal about it yesterday and today, and I enjoyed it. You know, I look at it. It was the right message, and I get what you're saying by being entertained, and it's all about what most people. What were you looking for? But just think about, some people were saying we were in New Orleans for the Super Bowl. It should have been Lil Wayne. But I've been to see Lil Wayne perform, and I can just tell you my own self, it's nothing that I care to see again. And,
Well, they were saying, Lil Wayne, they could have did a lot of more New Orleans rappers, Master P, the Cash Money Boys, Juvie. That's what I had been hearing as far as that part.
But, yeah, I get it. But if it was gonna be Lil Wayne, I mean, I think it would have been him because it's not a whole lot of time. Could he have did some songs?
I mean, but he does a lot of collaborations with people. I mean, he would have had a whole bunch of different.
But could you understand?
Probably with him.
The running joke is that no one would have been able to understand him. It would have been like, what you think, man? Hey, Esmond said he skipped the halftime show, so I'm guessing since he skipped it, that means he don't have an opinion on it. Charles said, yeah, loved it. Powerful message. And I agree. It was a powerful message. Mm-hmm. I know we try to keep sometimes politics and sports separate, but that hadn't been the case in forever. Even before Kaepernick, people say that's when it started. You take this back to the Olympics when Mr. Carlos, John Carlos, famously up on the podium, held his hand up, to talk about, just this justice that was going on in the Black community with racism and all that. So, it's part of it right now. Tamil said it was fire, and I absolutely agree with her on that right there. And Esmond said they brought out Drake's ex to sing the song that was directed to him. They did. Yeah,
What ex? I missed that part. I mean, see, it's too much thinking, man.
What's her name? Serena. You see what she was on that?
Oh, yeah. Okay, she was dancing, right?
Yeah, she walking, yeah. So, you got some of the best choreographers in the business, in the industry, man. And they took a lot of time to come up with, messages that they wanted to portray. And I just think they nailed it. And Charles said, but would they send a message with such power as this young man brought this, what we as people need, not someone naked on the stage. I agree. If we would you been up better served or entertained Dubb if it was women out there shaking their butt? Just be honest, man. No judgment here. Okay. Hey, so there it is, Charles. You see Dubb, man. He wanted to see the women shaking. He wanted to be entertained. So he not for the message.
When you pay your money, you want to be entertained, man. I don't want to think. I don't want to
Yeah.
participate. I don't want to, a lot of them rappers, wave your hands in the air. Y'all stand up and clap. No, I don't want to do that. I want to
You don't
sit
want the
down.
crowd participation.
No, I don't want to do the crowd participation. I
Yeah.
know.
And then
If I
people
want to stand up, I want to stand up. But I don't want to be made to stand up. When they tell everybody to stand up, clap hands, the person in front of you stands up. Now you got to stand up to see the show.
Yeah.
You know.
And Ron talked about Mustard. He did bring Mustard out there. That was pretty dope to see too.
Oh yeah, I did see
Yeah.
Mustard out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said should have rolled yellow ball, but a halftime show to see.
Yeah, he do got a hot song out right
Do
now.
it.
Yeah, he got a good, it's got a nice little hook to it.
I'll be honest, I don't
Since
know.
he got all this time to write rap music and stuff, he ain't playing no ball. Well, let me put that back. He on a team, but I don't know if I think he in the G League or overseas or something.
Yeah, but hey, old Jay-Z, he's I think he's leading that initiative to bring the talent for halftime. So I just think he nailed it. A good thing. And I'm for it. We got Sharon, she said, refreshing to see this brilliant black man stand on business. Drake had 2 X's there. Oh, I didn't know he had 2 of them there.
Did he have 2?
Oh, what's the name? SZA was that an X?
I don't know.
Oh no, who's the other? Sharon, tell us who's the other X.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's go ahead to the next topic. So we talk about Dallas sports. It's the Cowboys. But there's been a lot brewing over the past week in Dallas sports, and it was the trade for with the Lakers from Luka and AD. So we talked about it last week, but here we are. We had a week to see process what's been going on. We actually got to see AD play this week. So Doug, we're going to just take your take on it right now. What do you think about that trade? Post trade. What is your thoughts about that?
I'm a Luka fan, man. I really do like Luka. I was kind of upset about it at first because I was like, man, dang, we just went to the finals with this guy. We traded for AD, but AD played this weekend. I mean, he put up some numbers. The bad part about it is he got hurt right in the third quarter. But I mean, he had 26, 16, 7,
like 4
7
blocks.
assists. Yeah. I mean, he was filling up the stat sheet. I mean, and we didn't even play no scrubs. I mean, we played Houston. I mean, them young, what was they, number 3 we talked about last week? Number 3 in the standings?
Yeah, I think they dropped down to like number 6. Just that West, the middle is so packed right now.
Right.
Just a couple games separating 2 through 6, I think.
I mean, if we can keep Anthony Davis healthy, that might not have been a bad trade. That might have been a sneaky move, But he can't stay healthy. Like you said, I see he can't stay. But when he out there, he out there.
Yeah, and that's the thing. So now we're looking at post trade, and I know there was a lot of the concern from people that was coming. He was hurt even before the trade, and they brought him back, and here he is the first game back, and he's hurt as Ron and Tamia said. But I don't know, man. It was a gutsy call. There was a lot to it that I still think that may not ever come to light, at least no time in the near future. But one of my biggest fears happened. I was like, man, I think they need to manage his minutes. And just think about it, his first game back from a abdominal strain, and he played 30 minutes. And that was halfway through the third quarter. So just think that was a lot of time. And I just think that they could have played it a little more, smarter and managed his minutes. Especially they was up by 20 points at one time. Yeah, I just think, we trying to get ramped up for the playoffs, and it's imperative that everybody is healthy. And here we are, the staff. They know. Everybody knows the history of AD. He gets hurt a lot, man, and it's just the nature of the game. This guy 6'10". He's hopping and jumping and blocking shots and rebounding and dunking. I mean, that's a lot on the body, and I think he's just the victim of just what it is, right? But I think they could have did better on that. And I like this comment right here. I think this more, of course, AD is the obvious, but I like
Yeah.
old Max Christie, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he
I
balling,
didn't
man.
expect with the guy, but man, that dude, he's a stud, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
What you got to say about his game so far?
Hey, I was watching him back when he played at Michigan State, man,
Where you?
and he played for Tom Izzo, so I already knew he could ball, and what he don't play 3 games because AD didn't play the first 2, so he don't play 3 games. I mean, he been averaging
Yeah,
double figures the whole time. What he averaging about
yeah. I
17
think he got
points?
15,
Yeah,
17,
yeah.
20. So he's
I
balling.
mean, he coming off the bench. He like that 6 man coming off the bench. I mean, so
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying, man. It's looking like we might make a run. We might make a run.
Yeah. If we stay
Hmm.
healthy. And you talk about Max Christie, he's taking those minutes that Jaden Hardy usually would get. But my knock on Jaden Hardy is he's inconsistent. The dude can put up numbers when he's
Hmm.
on, but he turns over that ball a lot. And the other thing, he's not the defender that Max Christie is too. So it's gonna be fun to see what this dude does. And he's been a part of every game since the
Hmm.
trade. So
Hmm.
yeah. Charles, I like this comment right here. Charles said, I think Dallas is going to be just fine. I mean, I didn't like the trade, but we must be able to allow changes to come. And that's the thing.
Right.
Most people didn't like it, and it brought about a whole lot of protests. They was calling for Nico's head. They wanted him fired, and they actually was ridiculous with it. It was some death threats that
Right.
was
Right.
threatening his family. He had to hire and up his
Hmm.
security, to protect his family. I get sports can be emotional, but it should never come to
Right.
that. And this they actually opened up a GoFundMe and they raised like $40,000 or $50,000 to help pay for ads, on billboards and their local radio and TV stations and to buy props and all that. And they was protesting. It was up to about 1,000 people outside the arena, calling for the
Right.
ownership to fire Nico. But here we are, just yesterday in the ownership, which was rare, especially here with the new ownership. They was pretty vocal and they was in support of the trade. So the governor, which is part owner, um, the governor of the Mavericks, he's part owner as well. He let it be known that he fully supported, and I just have to think that he probably initiated the conversation to say, "Hey, Luka's coming up on a $350 million max contract, so we got to get out in front of that now." Again, I don't agree with it. I'm
Hmm.
like what Charles said right here. Man, Luka was the man here, and we expected him to be here a long time, like Dirk was, but nonetheless, he's gone now. And to your point last week, we didn't get anybody shabby in return. AD is the
Right.
man. He
Right.
just
It
got to
ain't like
stay
we
healthy.
got me or somebody.
Yeah,
I mean,
but you're
they
pretty
got.
good. I remember we used to play. I remember we used to play when we were in Kuwait. Man, you remember?
Yeah, man. I mean, they got
Yeah,
a 5-time All-Star, probably more than that. World champion. I mean,
yeah,
he not a scrub. I mean,
yeah. He's not. Just got to stay
yep,
healthy, man.
that's right.
Yeah. So I'm gonna let you take this comment right here from
Which
Ron. If you
one
don't mind
now?
reading, then we
Okay.
can.
The billionaires are trying to control back to the league, so I wouldn't be surprised if more superstar level talents get traded and avoid paying the super max. Yeah, yeah. It's about that money, Ron. It's about that money,
Yeah,
man. Them
and
if them guys can save some money and get something out to do it, Jerry tell you that all the time. He looking for a steal. Cause that's how he got
yeah,
Dak. Dak, what was Dak? 5th round, 6th round? What was that? Fourth
fourth,
round,
fourth. I think it was the
and
fourth
then
round
turn
pick.
around to be
Yeah,
a Pro Bowl, one of the elite players. I mean, he always looking for a steal, and those billionaires are looking for a steal. Everybody like a
yeah.
sale.
But I think the only exception to that would be the big markets. Now, we talked about the big markets last year, and it was Dallas was number
Hmm.
5, number 1 and 2, of course, was LA
New York.
and New
Hmm.
York. Number 3 was Golden State,
Hmm.
and number 4 was Houston. So those were the 5 big markets. So I can see the big markets that can afford to pay those players would potentially keep them, especially a 25-year-old
Hmm.
superstar. I mean, the prime of his career, man. I mean, it never happens. It never happens. But you got to think this whole situation is new. These owners for the Mavericks, they're not basketball people; they're casino people. So they're looking at the bottom line and the dollar, and I think that played a big part in their decision to send Luka packing.
Right.
Now, let me ask you this: with that being said, and I want to ask the audience too, understanding the blowback that came from from the local fan base. Even the sports commentators been real vocal against that. And now we're seeing that AD hurt. Dubb, I'm gonna ask you in the audience. I mean, Monday morning quarterback. Would you still do the trade knowing what you know now?
I mean, he said he fine.
No, he ain't. They just said 4 weeks. He finna miss
He
4
said
weeks.
he fine, man. He said, they just making sure. I guess they looking at the meat of the schedule or whatever, man.
No, he got a rector pool or something, so it's gonna keep him out at least 4 weeks. So he finna miss. And now it says indefinite, but the minimum on that is 3 or 4 weeks. So knowing that,
Playoffs don't
what would
start.
you do?
Playoffs don't start to April.
Okay, so you good. You good.
We just gotta
Knowing
hold out,
his
man.
history of being fresh.
We just gotta hold out.
Okay.
I mean, we
Yeah.
still in the running.
Yeah, Esmond is talking about Max Christie right here. He's the truth, and I agree. And I think I'm hoping that he can show us more than what he's even showed us now.
Runs hell. The chat, wow,
Yeah,
boy, y'all
so
wild
Kiki
tonight.
Yeah, Kiki said Lakers always get the stars. Dallas got what to off these youngsters. What do you say? Got what off these youngsters besides Deep Ellum? Oh, in Highland Park compared to the Lakers.
Oh, Highland Park compared to the Lakers. Told you the chat wild tonight, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, so how do you feel about the Hornets trade? The Lakers had pulled what's his name Williams in that
he didn't pass the physical,
and
right?
we thought he didn't pass the physical. So just for y'all out there to know that they traded what they call him West Side Connect.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of the potential 3-point masters for the Lakers. They sent him to Charlotte, and Charlotte sent the Lakers the center that they felt that they needed, but they always talked about his back problems.
Mm-hmm.
So here we are now that he got here, couldn't pass the physical. Now they sent him back. So what do you feel about this trade and what position that puts the Lakers in now?
Man, we talked about what Jackson Hayes, the guy who's the center for the Lakers right now. He played at the University of Texas, and he balled a little bit. I mean, and the Lakers leading their conference, man. Not the West, but they leading the Pacific. They division. Let me put that.
When they had AD.
Say what now?
When they had AD.
No, they still lead now.
Yeah, they are. But I'm just saying, it's not the same team.
And they don't won 9 out of the last 10 games. So I think they can. I think they are. And then Luka ain't even played yet. They playing tonight, right? Okay.
Playing tonight, here at 9 o'clock. So we gotta make sure we get off so we can catch that game right here. He said, "Let's go, Luka." And he said, "God bless the owners." I guess he's good with that trade right there. I know why, because Kiki's a Laker fan. He's from Dallas, but he loves the Lakers. So let's talk about the WNBA. Dubb, you would talk about it.
Morgan want me to talk about the Dubb. Listen.
Yeah, man, go talk
about
it. I'm gonna be honest.
Morgan,
I'm gonna admit it. I'm really quick.
Mean or ugly, but I don't watch.
I'm really quick. Why not?
Man,
man, I'm gonna get him on it. Tamir,
Morgan,
come back next week, and we're gonna make sure we are prepared.
I think you can play with the Ducks, man.
No, don't do that, man. You got some
because man, they was man. The game that I watched, they was missing layups and just turning the ball over, man. It wasn't a good product, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. It wasn't a good product, man.
Hey, the opinion of each of these people on this screen are their own opinions, and it does not represent the thought of the Floor is Yours podcast. So, Dubb, you're on your own with them. I will be honest. I like the WNBA. I'm just ill-equipped to talk about currently what's going on.
No,
but,
listen, man. They don't even sell out their arenas, man. They need help.
They do now. So you haven't been watching it lately. It's a lot better now since they got the what's the white girl from Iowa? Yeah, man. AD always down. Man, get off my boy AD, man. Always. Is that what it stands for?
I'm just telling the product. It wasn't a good product, man.
Yeah, that's his own opinion. FYI.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Hey, he said, "Where don't pump." Hey, Anderson said, "Don't pump you up, man." Hey, here's another unpopular opinion.
See, there they go. There they go.
Yeah. That's people talking with
Yeah,
emotion and not
they don't
like
know, man.
he only led the league,
Right.
not this past season, but 3 years straight of what number one, a top three offense in the
Hey,
league.
you put Dak on
I mean,
Philadelphia instead of Hurts, man, and
oh,
they put 60 on the Chiefs,
you think, oh, yeah,
and they go
yeah.
undefeated.
Hey, Mika, appreciate you tuning in real quick. Hey, I like this one right here. I'm gonna let you read your comment from your boy Lopez.
Put me to be an owner, and I'm having a super team and winning chips. Okay. Who is
Man,
that for the
you gotta get
WNBA?
Lopez
Is
on
he
the
talking
show,
about the
man.
WNBA?
He probably in there, man. Get Lopez on the
I
next show,
got it, man.
man. I think Lopez will be good for the show.
I got him. He on there.
Oh no, what Run said heck no. I don't know what he was talking about. But about the trade. Is it a good
Oh,
trade
okay,
now?
okay.
After Run said heck no. I kind of lean with Run right there.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Kiki said that's what y'all get. We, Laker Nation, always had. Always said AD stay hurt. Yeah, you're right, man. Hey, here we are.
Hey, Kiki,
We don't.
we only need him to show up for the playoffs. That's it. That's all we need him for. If he can hold out to the playoffs.
Yeah, yeah. Ron said the trade should have been rescinded since both AD and Luka was hurt. I could be tripping though, but I agree. Like, man, not only do I not like the trade post trade, but even before, when you realize what all we got in return for Luka, man, you could have put that dude on the market, and we could have got a couple number one picks, another top player, top five player in the league. Man, I'm not trying to question his competence for his your boy Nico. But man, I think he fumbled that part of it. Even to bringing in AD,
No,
I just think
Nico
he
knew
could have
what
brought
was
in
up, man. Nico
way
knew
more.
what was up, man. Nico ain't trying to pay him that.
That his boy was gonna be hurt. You know he a AD fan, so what? He knew he was gonna be hurt.
No, he knew that money was coming up. We ain't gonna pay that dude like that, man.
Hey, your boy Lopez said let him coach for the
I know you
WNBA.
can. You can coach for them, man. They need it.
Yeah,
They need it.
here we go. Hey, appreciate Ron, man. Thank the audience for bringing up the names. They covering for us. So back to what I said initially, I don't agree with Dubb. I like the WNBA.
It's
I'm
not a
just still
good
prepared to
product,
talk
man.
about it. Caitlin Clark and Angel
Two
Reese,
people can't
they
carry
running
the
in
whole
there.
league. Two people can't carry the
Well,
whole league.
obviously they doing it, man. They actually got people the viewership up right now.
They
So,
do.
hey, somebody said stop watching the layup with some nice rebounds.
The chat is
So
killing me,
many.
man. See, they know the chat.
Yeah.
They know. They know. They know.
I think the entire chat has a WNB team. He could beat the number one team.
Hey, Worth, since
Oh
you're a
man.
WNBA, who won the championship last year?
Man, I told you I'm ill equipped to talk about it.
See,
I told you,
I
I agree.
know.
But we're gonna be ready next week. So we're gonna be ready next week.
Nah.
So hey,
See, this WNBA
hey,
got
so
y'all,
now we
man.
yeah. So before we wrap it up, we just want to talk about who's gonna be the favorite to come out the East and the West for the NBA. So I'll let you state first, but the audience, let us know who's your favorite to come out of the East and who's your favorite to come out of the West. We know last year it was Dallas out of the West and Boston out of the East, but this year, Dubb, who are you picking to come out the East and who are you picking to come out the
Hey,
West?
man, I'm always going with the winners, man. I'm going with the champs out the East. I'm going with Boston. I don't see nobody beating them in the East. And like I said, you got all the talent in the West. And I'm finna go out there. Y'all get ready. Out the West right now. I'm going with the Lakers. The power trade.
Yeah, yeah,
The power
yeah.
trade. And
Hey, go ahead. Go ahead. Here
man,
goes the chat
the
coming
chat
through
is
for the
on the
rest of the
chain.
week. We need to get Ron on here, man. Ron know his stuff. Him and Lopez, man. How about that? Yeah. But you saying so after East is going to be
Boston.
Boston. And who out the
I'm
West?
going with the Lakers. I'm going with LeBron now. LeBron and
Why?
Bronny.
So you think they moved the needle
Yes.
enough with Luka
Yes.
if they're going to
Because
come out the West, even though
look at it.
they don't have a
Look at
center?
it, man. I know Oklahoma City. I know they leading the conference. But
Yeah.
they're young, them young boys. I mean, you got to beat a team 7 games, man. You got to beat them 7 games. And LeBron, they going to make their adjustments, man. You may jump out on them at home 2 games, but they going to steal 1. I'm just saying. You
Yeah.
got to make adjustments.
Yeah. I hear you, man. I hear you. I'm gonna pick two different teams. Um, I'm gonna go with Cleveland out the East, and I say that because they had a couple of matchups, man, and Cleveland brought the heat to them boys, man. I think Cleveland is the more consistent team. The only knock, and I might be reaching with this one, with the Celtics, is what they rely on. I think it's going to be a double-edged sword. They depend on shooting 53s
They
a
do.
game.
Exactly.
Yeah. And the thing is, if they don't hit, we show what they can't do. And here's the thing: Cleveland can put up points too. Man, Cleveland, them boys balling. It's the reason that they got the #1 record, even with some separation. What is there, like 6-7 game
You got to
separation
be a winner,
between?
though. You got to be a winner,
You're right.
Flex. Everybody
You're
likes the
right, man.
winners, man.
Yeah, yeah. So we got
Man, the
couple.
chat is out of control.
Yeah. Kiki said New York versus LA, a mega game. Of course, he's gonna pick LA. So that's the thing. Like some people pick it because they're fans, but I don't. I just don't think that LA is the best team out of the West. I think right now it's Oklahoma, and you better hope that Denver don't catch fire.
Right. That was gonna be my second team. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I'll be honest, currently constructed, if they're healthy, I see Dallas compete for a top spot as well. So it's just me. It's me right there. I don't see the Lakers. I just don't see that they move the needle enough. I think they'll be exciting to watch. They'll get some they'll flex, like the NFL do. They was actually going to flex when they thought Luka was going to play the Saturday. They was going to make them the primetime game. But I think that they'll flex and they'll get some top spots and get a little more TV time. But I just don't see LA. I just don't think they move the needle enough. Luka's going to be exciting to watch, but they hurting in the paint. They hurting big time in the paint. So, yeah.
And the chat is crazy.
Yeah, man.
The chat is crazy.
Run MVP championship this year. I'll put 150 on it. Hey, you want to take him on that bet right there?
I got you on that, Espen.
Yeah. Hey, Tamir, I agree with you. We're not going to let Dubb be the final word on that. And we promise you, we're going to be better equipped to talk about the WNBA because guess what we do here? We don't force y'all to talk about what we want to talk about. We want to make sure we talk about what y'all want
Morgan,
to talk
don't
about.
do
So
that, Morgan.
She said it's a lot of good basketball in the WNBA, the championship.
Morgan, don't do that.
Tamir, we will
Morgan,
be ready.
don't do that.
I promise you, we'll be ready to talk about
don't
it.
Don't do that,
time.
Morgan.
Yeah. Hey, Lopez said you must be crazy. So we're just going to ignore the Thunder when you're talking about the West. You're right, man.
That's them young boys, man.
But they balling, man.
But can they win a 7-game series? Can they win a 7-game series, man?
We'll see. Maybe Luka got their number. Kiki said if Cleveland win, I'll cut your hair.
I know.
Well, bro, you're gonna have to find you another specialty because you ain't cutting my hair. Even if they do win. How long is your hair now? It's pretty long. Man.
The chat is.
I'm glad you asked,
hey,
man.
Look
at that.
Listen, man.
Kiki,
list, we ain't here for that, man. We ain't here for all that.
Yeah, man. I'm glad
Kiki,
you asked,
we
man.
not here for that, man. It's just like the WNBA. We ain't here for that.
Hey, he said Oklahoma. You must have membership with Winstar.
The chat is out of control.
Hey,
yeah, man.
Kiki is he's a Lakers fan, so hey, I get it. We get it. So Dubb, man. So this is a busy 7 days of sports from a Luka AD trade. Jimmy Butler, man, he flexed and got up out of Miami. A couple other big trades. We got Fox, man. We didn't talk about that. He left Sacramento and he's down there in San Antonio. And the potential there is like, man, it's a lot. So I'll be interested to see what them boys gonna do. I don't think for the next year or two, maybe, but we'll see. But like Lopez said, the Thunder is a young team. They're growing. They needed Luka. I don't know that they needed Luka. They got scoring. They got scoring down. The boys I just think just when it come down to winning plays at the end of the game, that's what hurt them last year. But look who they matched up against. Luka Magic. He took them boys out to the West. So, this could be their year. They still got a couple people that's hurt too, right? What's the center name? The big tall
Chet Holmgren,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Oh, yeah. So we'll see. It remains to be seen. But again, there's a lot went on. Last words for our audience before we close out the show.
Man, I enjoyed it. Y'all can follow me on Bandit Trading Cards. I'm on all social media, Facebook, Instagram. Just look me up. Um, I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the chat. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all make the show what it is. And Flex, I always enjoy debating you with you on the show. Man, don't do that. See, you wilding out like the chat.
That's flex, man. I flex, man. Yeah, that's good, man. It was a busy, fun week in sports, man. I'm excited to see what the second half of the season is going to be. Somebody said Lucas just got
To the
traded to the
Wizards. The
Wizards.
Wizards is
Oh
that's a
man,
death. When they send you to the Wizards, man, you done. You
yeah.
done.
You see, what's your boy name? They just got
Oh
traded from
man, they sent
Washington
Chris
to
Middleton there, man.
Middleton left.
Milwaukee.
Yeah.
He left Milwaukee and went to.
But what's your boy name? He won the championship with
Are
the
you talking
Lakers.
about
He was with
Kuzman? Kuzman? Yeah.
Kuzma. Yeah, he's there now. So I think Milwaukee is gonna be fun to watch too. So yeah. But hey, it was a busy week in sports. You know, it's just crazy to say that the top of sports in Dallas is not the Cowboys. It's the Mavericks, and the talk is still going on. If you live up in the Dallas area, just listen to the radio, local news, and even on the national news right now. What's going on in Dallas is the talk. So it'll be interesting to see how this thing plays out. I watched the game with AD this weekend, and man, the way he had that crowd pumped was like, man, it was because of
Right.
what he can do, which is not a surprise. But it was not a surprise is him getting hurt. So that was kind of disappointing. But I'm gonna be honest, it was expected. Again, I question the coaches and the training staff for not putting him on a minutes management, regimen. But here we are now, him missing 4 weeks, and maybe he'll be ready when the championship game come around. He said, so we're ignoring Jimmy Butler to the Warriors.
No,
We're
man,
not.
Jimmy balled out. What Jimmy do? Jimmy had 25 points, 2 rebounds.
Did he?
Let me talk about Jimmy. Man, Jimmy.
Go ahead.
When Jimmy is playing, Jimmy playing. Because right now the Warriors, I think they're gonna make a move. Because what he get to Esmond? What he get to the free throw line 13 times? And see, that's something that the Warriors don't really do because they're not going on the inside like that. They're gonna shoot the 3, this and that. But Jimmy don't mind driving to the bucket, drawing the contact. So I mean, that'll slow the game down a little bit. I think he really helped them, man.
Enough to move the needle.
Oh top 3 not top 3 because the West, the West is stacked, but he'll play in the play-in. The play-in playoff game.
Yeah. Okay. We shall see. Oh, Kiki out there being a professional hater. He said, "Show your hair again."
Kiki, I see you, man. Kiki, just keep the truth, man.
No, you gotta understand why he said this though. If you saw his head, you'll understand. I like having the screen control because I can't hear what he say. But yeah, Kiki bald head. Like that's some people bald head, then he bald head.
His thoughts are his thoughts only, Kiki. I'm riding with you, man. That's the way he do me.
Hey, Kiki all said Jimmy is dangerous. Don't sleep.
Exactly.
Right. Hey man. So go ahead and tell us again, man, what else you got going on while I queue up the outro.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna
if you're in the Texarkana or East Texas way, I'm gonna have a card show, trading cards, memorabilia, comic books, Pokemon, all kind of collectibles, autograph stuff. It's gonna be going down in Texarkana, April 5th. Check my Facebook, Instagram. All the information you need is on there. And follow me on YouTube at Bandit Trading Cards.
Major training course. So we'll be back here next week and we'll be talking about what's going down with the Lakers. I think that's going to be worthy of at least a good 15, 20-minute conversation. So let's see what Luka's going to do. I know Luka got some grudges that he's holding. He got a chip on his shoulder. So maybe he'll show them the Mavericks organization the mistake they made. So, yeah. Hey. And I like this right here, your boy Evan. Man, we gotta get him on here. Evan, you're on my side, brother. I agree.
Do the chat is wild, man. They wilding.
Yeah, man. That's what we're gonna do. Hey, get him queued up so we can get him on the show. Him, Run, and Kiki.
Hey, this is wilding out.
Already.
Mm.
All right. Hey, we'll see y'all next week, right?
Yeah, next week. Same
The
time.
floor is yours. Baby, you forget the floor is yours. Yeah, baby, I mean the floor is yours. If it come down to the floor is yours. Let me tell you I prove the floor